Bonehawks. This video is all about Shujinko, and this is part 2 of explaining all of his buffs and kind of how they work and what's changed and what's new and what's exciting. And we're going over this middle group of characters here. I'm going to go over all of them today. Some we're going to talk about more than others. And yeah, that's it. Let's get into it.
Accept your death.
Starting off today with Smoke. So there's not really too many changes that that happened here. So the one thing that's nice is this Shadow Blade move. It's now plus 11 on hit, where it was just neutral before. You didn't really get any sort of advantage or anything to using it outside of maybe a little bit of extra damage. This move doesn't really benefit Quan Chi in any sort of way that I've found so far, so maybe your character can use it a little bit better than mine can, because I almost never use this move. It did get a secondary attack though, because you can now do Smoke Bomb off of that same thing, so same input and then you just press down. Jinko gets a full screen overhead. Just be a little bit careful with this because while it's waiting for Shujinko to come out and attack, your character is left vulnerable, like you're literally just standing there waiting for Shujinko to do his thing. And Smoke is pretty squirrely, so he might do a teleport or something, try to react to that, try and punish you for it. But you know, a overhead that's, I believe it's +2 on block. Yeah, +2 on block from anywhere on screen. That's nothing to shake your dick at. So, and side note, just remember also that his invisibility will actually combo off of his APAT punch or conquest kick. Let's see if I can get this combo with. There we go. So that was all one combo. Took me a while to kind of figure that out, but if you haven't played Shujinko, then you might not have known that. And the combo, of course, will vary depending on what character you're using. I just go right into the back 3-2 and into that one. Also do the 1-3. This isn't really a combo video. I'm just showing off the buffs and nerfs. But that's really it for Smoke. All right, so next is young Scronpion, and as you can see there, we have the Unblockable, which is the big steal that'll take your whole cameo bar. I can put them on refill just to kind of show you. Refill them here. That does 60 damage plus a bunch of tick. Let's see, we're starting off with the 50 damage here. See in total how much it does. Tick down, tick down. So you're left with 984.75. Do the math on that. That's a lot, right? It's like 70 something. So you can use this for an OTG after a combo or something like that. Like you can do whatever your regular combo is with Shujinko. Pull Shujinko out while you're doing the combo. Blah. Knock your opponent down. OTG him with that. And then you'd have to figure out how to get Shujinko back. Again, just similar to the Smoke one, just remember that while Shujinko's doing this, your Scorpion can still move around. Your character is stuck there for a minute. So, and again, Scorpion's kind of squirrely. So you might want to be careful with that. Use that responsibly. Good to close out rounds. Same with when Scorpion uses it. And that's pretty much all that's going to be said on that one. Next move that we steal is the Teleport. And I haven't really found a good use for this as Quan Chi. Doesn't really seem like maybe if I want to keep grounded with something like that. And that's just your forward, down, forward cameo, so it'll just take one little Shujinko bar, or half of a, however you want to do it. I say 1s and 2s. So, and that's it. Scorpion. Not too much. He's already like one of Shujinko's best cameos anyways. With the spear, hit confirmable spear that's -3 on, I believe. Well, yeah, -3. So, and then he also steals the little whirligig. Oh yeah, not much change there with Scorpion. A couple of new moves. Let me know if you find anything useful for that teleport one. So Reptile is interesting. We got some changes here. So our Acid Spit, which I don't even see Reptile players using, is now -7 as opposed to punishable at -10 that it was before. So it does a decent amount of chip damage, I guess, but I'm not really sure where he would use that. Then they've added in the new Reptile move, the Acid Spit Ball, which you just hold up, down, forward, and then up cameo. That gets the same projectile. Pretty standard stuff. Not too much there. The big steal that I see here is the he has a new launcher. into him on the back. Boom, whatever your combo is. I find it a little bit tricky to combo from. But he already has like the force ball. So the combo paths are going to be different. Depending on your character. It's a little awkward for me to punish his Quan. Boom. Just a basic combo there. Force ball does seem to be a little bit more damage for me personally. Your mileage may vary. Yeah. That's pretty straightforward, I feel. There's one nice new launcher and some just beefing up of the other moves. So SubZero, we got a couple things, which I really don't think we needed. Again, I think SubZero is one of his best steals in general with the Ice Ball. And the Slide. Like, those are both pretty crazy. But we now have the Clone Charge. So the Clone Charge is safe at -7 and with pushback. Whereas opposed to the Slide is -28. But this kind of gives you a safe option if you're doing some pressure and you maybe if it hits you go into the Slide, or if it's blocked then you go into the Clone Charge. Just try and hit confirm it one way or the other kind of idea at the last minute, you know. So yeah, and then of course Clone Charge gets safer the farther away you go. I think it goes almost full screen, not quite, about 3/4 screen. Then the second move that we have is the what's it called? The Deadly Vapors, and it's the enhanced version. It kind of stops them in their tracks. It is not a combo starter though, unless you combo it off of the Shujinko Conquest Kick or APEP Punch. That's the only time that'll actually be a combo launcher. You just kind of hit it out in the wild. It'll hit him, sure, but it won't combo into anything. At least not that I found. Your character may differ. Yeah. Full combo if you do it off of the Shujinko APEP Punch or Conquest Kick. So yeah, given that we already steal the Ice Ball, which is the same kind of idea, it'll only combo off of those. Slide, Bone Charge. This matchup is really, really good for Shujinko. I've thought that since day one. Alright, so against Li Mei, so we have better recovery on this move here. Just seems faster overall. He also kind of moves forward a little bit more than he used to before, which I found it kind of hard to use as a reversal in the past because it was so stubby, but now it definitely has some range to it. So it's a little bit more useful overall. If you didn't know, every down forward cameo steal with Shujinko is supposed to be his wake up attack. Now I haven't found cameo wake ups to be very good in this game. This is one of the ones that works every once in a while for me. This one and the Johnny Cage Shadow Kick, which we're going to get into later, are the two kind of cameo wake ups with Shujinko at least that I find seem to be fairly consistent. But overall, I find they're too easy to get stuffed. The armor doesn't work properly. Kind of annoying. The second thing that we steal that they showed off in Combat Cast is the Lantern, which functions the same as Li Mei's would. You can use it for combos or anything like that. And Shujinko can actually blow it up. I'm not really sure what avenue you would actually use this for. I guess if you can somehow suspend them in the air and do that move. I guess it's a vicinity bomb kind of like that, so you could put it, maybe you could put it out like some sort of a, in pressure or something. I haven't got the timing down on the, so you just basically do the down, back, up cameo. You press up cameo again to blow it up. And here's a kind of a trick that I've kind of remembered because you have to remember which input is which. Anything where Shujinko puts something or goes himself into the air, it's 99% of the time it's up after the cameo input. You forget, it's in the stolen moves, but like ones where he launches himself into the air, it's almost always up. And I like that they did that little visual reminder that that's kind of the input that you want to do to get that move out there. So those are the main things. Just changed a little bit of the recovery on the kick, and then you also get that nice little cute little lantern. And if you use Li Mei and Shujinko, yes, you can have two lanterns on the screen at the same time. Do with that information as you will. So just a few changes with Raiden, but they're nice ones. This steal here, which is a low launching string, now does 60 damage. It used to do 20 before, which really sucked because this is a really, really good steal because it is a low attack. So you can mix it into your strings if you have like an overhead, like say like I have this one here. this one into this. Combo from it. So, but the problem was it didn't do the greatest damage. And I tend to use this more as a mix-up more than I kind of do just as a straight-up combo. But you can use it in a combo if you want. You hit something and then go into the, again, the APAP punch, the conquest kick, create a combo. Don't forget to bring Shujinko out to charge when you're doing your Shujinko combos, unless you need him again. So yeah, that does a little bit more damage. And then the other thing is we steal the electric fly, which basically gives your character a mid-projectile, because he's launching Shujinko at him. And it's safe on block. That's not the one. At -3, so even if you want to do this right in your opponent's face, you can. Get my permission. It's -6 right there. Make it a little bit more negative. Nope, -6. So, safe mid pressure there, or mid projectile, however you want to use them. Pretty straightforward. I don't think there's much more to go into here. Yeah, good steals against Raiden. Raiden got some good balance changes in general. Looked like they really switched him up, and I've only seen one since I started playing ranked, so I like that. Alright, so Copycat Low Dragon against Liu Kang here. So this one we have a little faster recovery, so we're able to do something else a little bit faster. I'm trying to zone out Liu Kang and kind of follow behind that projectile a little bit more easier. There's 10 extra frames of recovery, or 10 less frames of recovery on this now. Becomes a little bit more viable as far as your zoning goes. It's really how I see them changing this move, but I mean, I look through everything as zoning lens, so I mean, probably some other reasons for that, but definitely does help out the zoning as well. Make you follow another one, kind of forcing the opponent more into blocking a scenario that maybe they wouldn't otherwise block. Well, that's nice, and then, would you believe it, Shujinko's got the execution that I don't, because he's got those crispy instant airs. The crispy instant airs there, so that will actually stop Liu Kang from moving forward or advancing at all. Liu Kang can do a low fireball underneath that. I did lab that, and it will hit you if you're stuck in the animation waiting for young Shujinko to finish here. But there could be lots of scenarios where you maybe start like an air combo or something like that. I think I was doing this one earlier. Yeah, so just fun things like that. I'm sure whatever character you're using can have some other fun stuff like that come out too. So, and then lastly, he steals a new launcher, I believe is the up one. This is one of the few that doesn't really make sense, because he goes down, under, and then he comes back up, but you have to do down, back, cameo, up. I was just saying how that rule makes sense before, and this one just kind of ruins it, unless you're thinking it launches them upwards, I guess. Not really sure. But yeah, combo launcher, just a different route, because he already has a decent launcher in the blue flames. So, that one is really tight to combo off of, though, especially mid-screen. In the corner, not so much. But I think they gave him this one just to have something that's a little bit more consistent. There's a little more hit advantage there for you to kind of continue your combo afterwards. It could be a little tricky if you just kind of play in this footsie range. Just boom, throw out Shujinko. I wonder if he has different ranges on that, the same way that Liu Kang does. I haven't actually tested that yet. Let me look real quick. Okay, so Johnny Cage. So this is an interesting one. So the first change is our Copycat Shadow Kick. Actually goes full screen this time. Which is actually fantastic. Because it didn't used to before. And it's safe now on block. It's -7. As opposed to -12, I think it was before. -15. Want to do something like this. Boom. Let's create a little space there. Do that. But yeah, this was already kind of a fantastic steal before. Now it's just even better. So I love the changes to this move. I am very, very, very happy with it. And it even recovers faster on miss. Not that it really misses a lot. It is a high, but I mean, usually I'm using it to try and catch some movement forward. It works really well for that, as Johnny players love to rush their way in. And then the two steals he used to have were the Ball Buster and the Shadow Kick. Now they have given them both to be both forward steals, so half of Shujinko's cameo bar. So if you're a character that wants to end your combo in a +6 restand, or just half of a cameo bar, you can do that. Quan Chi absolutely does not want to do that. Quan Chi wants this guy as far away as he can be from him. We can just throw stuff at him the whole time, including Shujinko. But that move has remained largely unchanged. They've just changed it to be kind of the down, back, down cameo steal, as opposed to his big steal previously. So now our big steal against Johnny is the Rising Star, which means we have a combo launcher now against Johnny Cage. So that is fantastic. That is something that's really nice. Didn't really get much damage with just the ball buster and the kick before, although they were good utility. Just didn't need what we needed to do in this matchup for how good Johnny Cage is. But yeah, that's a definitely very welcome addition. Again, don't forget to be charging your Shujinko while you're doing your combos. You can have them ready for the next one. And lastly, we have the Throwing Shade, where Shujinko just tosses his glasses. And at first I was like, why would I use this? Where is this useful? Until I realized how freaking plus it is. Like, look at this. It unfortunately doesn't tell us the actual frame data itself. But if we actually do this, I have Johnny set to a reversal shadow kick here. So we can do this. You can see how long it is since I duck until Johnny can shadow kick. So that's pretty plus. Actually fast enough for me to get my push away portal here. We trade, but I mean, now I'm full screen, which is exactly where I want to be. So yeah, super plus. So I was kind of using it in situations where I really need to create some space. So I do that. Now you do have to realize there is a gap there with when Shujinko's actually performing the move while he's waiting, so your opponent can hit him out of there. That's got really good pushback. So look at all that we've created, and I need to get away. So really good space control, really fantastic move to use against Johnny. And lastly, for Kung Lao, we have a couple new steals here. So first of all, the first adjustment is to the hat. This recovers 16 frames faster, which kind of allows for me to add more zoning in, a little bit more impressive with these two types of things. Or if you're a character without a projectile, just buffs your projectile. So that's pretty cool. He does still have his other original steal, which was this move here, which you can hold, and Shujinko becomes full block all projectiles, and basically becomes invincible, knocks him down. It's good to use if you have somebody who's getting a little bit too button happy and you know they're going to press something. Otherwise, they're just going to sit there and block and wait. But you create kind of a force field in front of yourself where your opponent can't get to. So it's kind of useful. But now we also have the Soaring Shaolin, so another combo launcher that's new against Kung Lao that we did not really have before. So, and that's the down back cameo up. But see if I can hit the big one here. Nope, I can't. I know I can, just not in that particular scenario. I'm gonna try to get my laugh off over here. That's so funny. So funny when I drop my combos. Oh, but I don't. And then also, oddly enough, we have a second combo launcher, which is the Concussion, which gives him a little tap on the head there, and then we can combo from that. I've been using this at the end of my combos as something to kind of extend the damage just a little bit, something like this. That adds a good 30 damage onto my combo that I would never have had otherwise. And that's pretty much it for Kung Lao. There's a little bit of a faster buzzsaw. You have two new combo launchers, and the concussion range is actually pretty great. He goes out quite a ways in front of him there to grab him. So if you have a move that maybe pushes them away a little bit, that should be able to come out and reach them. Of course, you can always do it off the APEP punch or Conquest kick. Nailed it. Love that for me. And that's it. That's part 2 of our Shujinko buffs from the middle roster characters. And then we're going into the last ones in the next video. So hope you find this helpful. And if you liked it, please leave a like because it really helps me out. And subscribe if you haven't. Make new videos almost every single day. Hashtag Bonehawks, all that stuff. And we'll see all you Bonehawks in the next video.
Accept Accept your death.